What's up, guys? Let me get on here. James Deese, what's happening, man? Good to see you. I got to get my phone set up so I can see the comments. Oh, there we are. We're on the comments on the right. Cool. Let's see here. Last time we were on here, it was like, for some reason, the comments wasn't coming up. Hope your weather is better down your way, James. There's no work getting done today. It's rainy, crummy, not good. Let's see here. Figured I'd just do kind of a surprise live today. I was out and Kelly's getting her hair done, so I'm at the house alone, just hanging out. Figured I'd hang out with you. Let's see here. There we go. Yeah, I bet it's hot, man. Where was you at again, James? I'm gonna try to keep up with my comments this time around. I got way behind last time, and I feel like I might not have got to some people's questions. Nick Peterson, raining here too in West Virginia. You got a lot more coming your way. How's digging going? It's going great, man. The new helper, he's killing it. He's doing a great job. He's learning a lot, so it's helping me out a lot. No digging today, though, unless it's in the mud. Wish you could get some rain. Where you at, Jeremy Wallace? I know you look familiar. I think you might have been at the last chat. Cedar Crossing, Georgia. Okay, yeah. I just couldn't remember. I'm trying to keep up with so much. This, now that I'm going back over to, or not back over, now that I'm going to having an employee, I'm having to think ahead for what I want him to do and me to do, and it's just crazy. It's total adjustment. Abby Chantel's vlog. Hey, what's going on? Shane Rowland. Hey, how's it going? Hank Clinging Smith. Good to see you, man. Glad to have you in the room again. I've been seeing you in the comments, and I really, really appreciate it. Arizona. Oh, yeah, I bet y'all are dry. Dry and hot. I used to go out there a lot driving the truck. Ontario, Canada. Stephen Skidmore. How's it going, man? Louis Fan Guy. How's it going? Let's say 100 here with a chance of heat wave. 100 is a heat wave for us up here. Yeah. Use the log trick. How did that go? I know that it helps a lot. It really does. Okay, so I'm getting my comments here. That's awesome. Don't have to use the phone then. Let's say, yeah, the log trick really does help. It's you just about can't grade mud with a bucket. It's just really hard. Chris Gans he's good at it, but even he's the one I learned the log trick from. So let me put this on silent. Let me just check something here real quick. Okay, let's get back to the comments. We're going to do this thing through. Let's do about 12:35, 12:40 today. 12:40 will definitely be the cutoff. I got to head to lunch. I just want to jump on here and say hey to all you guys. Philippines, Abby Chantel. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Yeah, it's y'all are a little ways off, huh? 109. I'd die, Jeremy. I would absolutely die. CJ Sweet, Ontario, Canada. Welcome into the room. Surprise live. That's right. That's right. I figured why not today. James, my daughter and son-in-law moved up there to Pinehurst. Okay, cool. I'm telling you, it's nice up here right now. It's mid-70s. The rain that's going to hold us up. We've got a really fun video that's going to be coming you guys' way. We've got a 48-inch culvert pipe to put in. And at the deepest point, I think it's like 15, 20 feet deep. And then on the upper side, probably 10 feet deep. So there's going to be a lot of dirt moved. It's going to be hopefully dry. We're going to, if it is a little damp, we'll strip the wet stuff off the top. dig the dry stuff out for good backfill, and hopefully it goes smoothly. We had a horrible time the other day with a 15-inch pipe, and I sent my new helper to the pipe supply place and told him he had 3 pipes. I'd already paid for it. They knew what we were supposed to get, and they sent mismatched pipes, and they didn't fit together. So we had to do a little modification. Midnight, you're up late. Jeez. Well, I'm glad to have you here. Let's see. What else have we got here? It's dry. I bet, Jeremy. I bet so. Jason Hurd, good morning. Good morning and good afternoon, too. Wet in southern Ohio. Yeah, one of my buddies, he was up there the other day trucking, and it was raining. We've been getting a lot of that this year, a lot of washout, and y'all be thankful for it. It may hold us back from getting jobs done, but it's producing future jobs. It's going to wash those driveways out. It's going to cause brush, trees, grass to grow. So it's work. Rain really does create work. I mean, right now you can see it just got bright. It's getting a little bit sunnier out. So things are good, and dry weather actually makes driveways fall apart too. When they get too dry and the dirt gets fluffy, it starts drying out, roads fall apart because of that too. So, the weather, it's the changes in weather that keep you and I in business, or you and I in work if you work for somebody else. Abby Chantel, she says, I'm going to sleep. I don't blame you. Thanks for joining me for a couple of minutes. I totally get it. I'm an early to bed person myself. Let's say, yeah, Shane, one extreme to the other. It seems that way. It happens. Rain creates life. It does. It creates life, and it's great. Just going to bring to you guys' attention, I am doing Super Chat. If you look down below the comments, if the channel's helped you guys and maybe helped you kick off your business, you can show the channel some love. You can make a small donation, whether it's $1 or whatever, it helps me fund the cameras and microphone equipment, making the channel better for you guys. So if you can make a donation, I'm going to love you guys, and I appreciate it. And if you don't, I'm going to love you guys anyway. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys watching. I love my followers. I love you guys for, watching the channel and commenting. I am monetized, so that helps fund the channel and equipment. I should not be working. Yes. Elite Earthworks is in the house. And I'm starstruck, Brandon. Every time I talk to you, every time I see you in the comments, man, I'm starstruck. I love you, brother. Yeah, I wish I was working, but next week's going to be a busy week for me, putting the big culvert job in, and it's a bigger job than I have done. I've put 4-foot culverts in, but not 3 sections hooked together. So I'm excited about it. It's going to be a challenge, I think. We're going to be tearing out what was a metal pipe, and I think it was a 42-inch, and he wanted to go to plastic, and there's only 36, and then it jumps straight to 48. There's no in between for the plastic pipes. So what does that mean? He went bigger. And that's cool because we know we dig dirt out, we're going up a pipe size we're not going to be short of backfill. We're going to need less backfill, which works because we're going to lengthen the base width of where the culvert is, making the sides on the road less steep. Right now, they're about like that. And you'll see on the video how steep it is, and it's going to be the limit to my excavator to be able to sit on top and reach all the way down and uncover the pipe. So, yeah, stud. I'm not the one who's at the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm in bed. Could I talk about insurance a little bit? Yes. It's an easy one. And really, for our industry, insurance is really affordable. $1 million policy, as long as you don't have any accidents or anything. Most people only pay between, I think, like $1,000 and $1,500 for a general liability insurance. When you get into bigger and heavier trucks, it starts getting more and more expensive. I would have to ask Kelly to be able to tell you for sure, but I think we're probably $7,000 to $10,000 average a year on all of our trucks, our excavator, tractor. Everything is fully insured, because if you leave equipment on job sites, especially if they sit there for multiple days, each day your machine sits or your truck sits in one spot, the likelihood of it getting vandalized or stolen goes up exponentially. I've had a 40-foot trailer get stolen from here in Asheville, and it ended up in Myrtle Beach. So that was unfortunate. Yeah, you got to have insurance. That's one thing that helps you get work. And I would say realistically 50 to 60% of the time, the customer doesn't even bring it up until I'm on site. And to do a quote, they ask, "Are you insured?" And it's nice to be able to say, "Yep, we're fully insured to $1 million." And that is bodily injury, property damage. Whether somebody gets hurt, one of like me or my helper gets hurt, it is going to cover them. And any job that's of any size they're going to want you to have insurance. They know about it. They know they don't want to be liable for you and your equipment. So, yeah, Jeremy, if there's any specific insurance questions, drop it in the comments here and I'll try to touch on it. I wish I could pronounce that name. Vihelmer? I probably butchered that pretty bad. Water runs downhill. That's all I was told first time. Yeah. Where am I from? I grew up in Hayesville, North Carolina, a teeny little bitty town in the western tip of North Carolina. I currently live in Black Mountain, North Carolina, which is in the western part of the state next to Asheville. Easier to get than people think too. Oh yeah. Brandon's exactly right. Elite Earthworks. Check his channel out. Love the guy. He doesn't, overdo it. He doesn't try to do a bunch of theatrics, string you along. His channel's awesome. And don't tell Brandon, but a lot of my channel, I get ideas from him on like just how he is. He's a great personality. But yeah, insurance is easy to get. You don't have to be in business for a year, 6 months, like, trucking. Some companies won't even touch you, but go to any insurance company, just about any insurance company. I use, General Insurance Services. They're a big company and it pays to shop around. They may all be kind of similar companies, but they use a lot of the same underwriters, which are the really big companies. So you just, look up business insurance and shop it. It's really easy to get, and you can usually have your policy up and running within, I would say, 48 hours from the time you make your first call. Let's see what we got here. Put some numbers together and not forget anything. Yeah, Jeremy, you don't have to have workman's comp insurance, I know, in North Carolina, unless you have 4 employees or more. As long as you are yourself starting something out, you do not have to have workman's comp. Now, some bigger companies that are hiring you to do work, they don't care. They want you to have workman's comp, even if you are working by yourself. And I personally do quite well. I stay busy and I don't carry workman's comp. I don't plan on growing that big. I don't plan on keeping more than me and my helper. We may expand to Hickory, North Carolina. That might include another person, but that's way down the road. I got to get my new guy, Brandon, trained up so he can handle all of Asheville area, and I can stretch out a little bit more east. But don't worry about forgetting anything. Your insurance companies are really good about telling you what insurance you need for your industry. Just a general $1 million policy. is what I would recommend. Don't let them oversell you. Don't let them say, oh, I would get $4, $5, $6 million. That $1 million to me tells me, like, if I'm going to be working around a property, I want to be sure that I'm not going to damage anything beyond $500,000. That way you're kind of covering yourself by having a little bit of room extra on your policy. Let's see. Hank, do you need workman's comp to cover employees if injury occurs? Now, if you have employees, workman's comp, it would be a good thing to have. I will say that, but it comes down to you as the owner, what you decide, what you want to carry. As long as, like, your employee has some kind of health insurance and they accept responsibility for injury to themselves, then it should cover it. Let's say, Brandon, you're welcome, man. I really, I've learned a lot from you and your channel. So thanks to you. Thanks to you for making me better, and really watching you do retaining walls kind of motivated me to do the one or two that I have done. Let's see. Brandon says I had to get work comp to work for a few people here. It's dumb because it cost me $3,800 a year. Man, that is high. That is really high for what it is, I guess. But as long as your job's paid off, and like for all you other people, if it's a really good paying job, Brandon said it right there, $3,800 for himself. But if you land a $20,000 job, you're golden. Just something I haven't seen anybody ask for. Let's see here. Jeremy Wallace. The one thing that I think you should know about is being a general contractor's license. And I know in North Carolina, if you do a job that the total job is $30,000 or more, you have to have a general contractor's license. So that's why I take on jobs that are smaller jobs. There's still good money in it. And if you do take on a bigger job, break it up into separate little sub jobs. And that way you can do that sub job, say $29,000, make sure they pay you in full for that, and then start the next section of that project as a separate job. And that'll keep you under those numbers. It's going to, to get a general contractor's license, I think you have to be bonded at like $50,000, which means you have to have $50,000 in a bonded account just sitting there in case you screw something up. So, NCDOT requires $5 million. Elaborate on that, man, because if you are a motor carrier, I know back when I did trucking, they required you to have $1 million property, bodily injury, property damage, and 500,000 of something else. So elaborate on what they're wanting you to have 5 million coverage for. That might be on to work on an NCDOT project. Elaborate on that, my tractor guy. I know it would help people greatly to have that information. We got to hurry it up. I've got 1 minute. James Hampton, good to see you. Yeah, Brandon is a great guy. He is a great guy, makes great videos. And like, I was watching his video the other day. He had 137 likes and 0 dislikes. Unbelievable. That just goes to show you how much people like his videos. Let's see. Hank, here in California, insurance companies want you to be responsible first, and after you pay, they will step in. Liability here is outrageous. Yeah, California is definitely a different place. It's different in a lot of ways. James Hampton giving Brandon a shout out, and that's Elite Earthworks again. My tractor guy for doing work on interstate right of way. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is 5 million. That wouldn't surprise me a bit. So our time's up, guys. Sorry that was such a short live. I'm going to try to start doing a live, every other weekend or so. Thanks for coming in, guys. You must have saw it early. Then I always get dislikes. Man, I've got two haters on here that just either do not like me or I've said something they just can't handle. Uh, but it's almost funny. I mean, it's like if it's a 20-minute video and like you post it, you got that one guy that dislikes it as quickly as possible, like within 5 minutes. So it's like, they didn't watch the video. So they're just hitting dislike for whatever reason. And it's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I got haters. I have made it. I love you guys. I'm going to sign off here. There it is. Okay. Love you guys. Thanks for joining me. If you're new to the channel and for some reason you're watching this live, be sure to subscribe. This next project is going to be fun. I'm going to try to make it interesting and touch on every part of the culvert install. Culverts are definitely one of my favorite jobs. Much love to you guys. We'll see you on the next video. I think I'm ending it.